Welcome to the Live Long Naturally show, where we explore the secrets to living your healthiest, longest life. From nutrition and fitness to supplements and mindset, we'll help you thrive naturally. Let's get started.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Live Long Naturally show. I'm your host, Pavel Rain, and today we're diving into one of the most important parts of our daily life that often sets the mood for everything that follows the morning routine. Last time, we talked about everyday habits that speed up aging, which is a fascinating conversation, but today we're going to focus on building a routine that gives you energy and promotes longevity. Joining me is a fantastic guest who knows a great deal about harnessing the power of habits to improve our daily lives and help us live longer, Elira Knox. Elira is a respected specialist in morning routines within the broader productivity space. She's helped thousands of people transform their lives through simple, effective morning habits. Welcome, Elira.
Thanks so much for having me, Pavel. I'm excited to be here and talk about how powerful mornings can be in setting the tone for not just our day, but for our long-term health and energy levels.
Absolutely. It's often said that how we start our day influences how the rest of it goes. A lot of people feel like if their morning starts off on a bad note, the whole day follows that vibe. Do you find that a lot in your work with clients too?
I do, and it's completely valid. The mornings give us a unique opportunity to lay out a canvas for the day. We can either paint it in a way that energizes and centers us or in a way that leads to stress and fatigue. I often say that a good morning routine is like a warm-up for your body and mind, just like athletes warm up before a game.
That makes a lot of sense. And I imagine, just like any warm-up, there are components to include. Can you walk us through some fundamental elements that make up an energizing morning routine?
Certainly. There are several key elements that I consider essential. First, hydration is critical. Our bodies lose water overnight, and replenishing it first thing helps kickstart our metabolism and wakes up our organs.
Hydration is absolutely something that's easy to overlook. Besides a glass of water, what else should people consider incorporating into their morning?
Movement is another big one. It doesn't have to be a full workout. Even gentle stretching or a quick walk can work wonders. Movement increases blood flow, releases endorphins, and improves focus. Plus, it's an excellent way to clear some early-day mental cobwebs.
I like that. It sounds quite manageable. And how about nutrition? I know there are varied opinions on what role breakfast plays in our routines.
Breakfast can be quite personal. Some people thrive with an early meal while others prefer fasting. Regardless, the key is choosing nourishing options. If you eat in the morning, prioritize protein and healthy fats, which fuel the brain and help sustain energy levels.
Elira, you touched on something interesting there. You mentioned options, and that's key because what works for one person might not work for another. I've heard a lot of debate about early exposure to sunlight. Where do you stand on that?
Sunlight is incredibly important. Natural light exposure early in the day helps regulate our circadian rhythms, which not only affects how well we sleep at night, but also our daytime alertness. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning light can have a profound effect on mood and energy.
That's fascinating. So, a little sun can be a natural booster. What about managing stress, especially considering how rushed mornings can often be?
That's where mindfulness or meditation can play a wonderful role. Starting your day with even 5 minutes of mindful breathing or meditation can create a space for calm and clarity. This can set a positive tone and improve how you manage stress throughout the day.
I like that. Being deliberate about creating calm and control right from the get-go. It's such a contrast to the chaos so many of us feel when we start the day. How about the mindset? Can you share some tips on cultivating a really good mindset for the morning?
A powerful mindset practice is to set intentions or express gratitude. Before diving into the day, take a moment to think about what you appreciate and what your goals are. Intention setting helps focus your energy and can make the day's tasks feel more purposeful and positive.
Gratitude can dramatically shift perspective, can't it? By the way, I'm curious, Elira, do you have any personal anecdotes or client stories about how a morning routine transforms someone's day or life?
Oh, absolutely. I once worked with a client who felt constantly drained and scattered. We adjusted her routine to include a simple 20-minute ritual of stretching, sunlight exposure, and a protein-rich breakfast. Within weeks, she reported feeling more energized and focused, and even noticed an improvement in her stress levels.
That's inspiring and really speaks to how small changes can yield significant improvements. Earlier, you mentioned food briefly. Do you subscribe to any particular dietary philosophies when it comes to morning nutrition?
I try to keep things simple. Whether or not you're eating breakfast straight away, focus on whole foods, think fruits, nuts, greens, and healthy grains. The goal is to fuel your body naturally and avoid the crash that often comes from sugar-laden or highly processed foods.
It sounds like your approach is very adaptable and non-restrictive, which I think many people could appreciate, especially with busy schedules. What about the idea of virtual morning routines, something like digital detox or controlling email consumption in the early hours?
It's crucial, actually. Our devices can be overwhelming, so I encourage a digital free time when waking up. It allows your mind to wake up gradually without immediate outside input or stress. Save emails and social media for a bit later when your mindset is more fortified and able to handle it.
That's a fantastic suggestion. Giving ourselves space and time to wake up before diving into digital noise. Are there any pitfalls or common mistakes you've noticed people make when trying to establish a new morning routine?
One big mistake is adopting too much too soon. People sometimes create overambitious routines expecting overnight success and then get discouraged. It's better to introduce 1 or 2 new habits at a time, let them become second nature, and then build from there.
That progression sounds more sustainable in the long run. Before we wrap up, if our listeners are going to take away just one piece of advice from you, Alira, what would it be?
Listen to your body and adjust as needed. What serves you well one month might change the next. Flexibility and consistency in your approach can unlock the most benefits. Create a routine that serves you, not one you're serving.
Thank you so much, Alira. Your insights are tremendously helpful, and I know our listeners will benefit from implementing these small but impactful changes. As always, thank you to everyone tuning in today. Remember, a thoughtful morning routine is a step toward living long naturally. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any upcoming tips, strategies, and expert experiences. Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to the Live Long Naturally show. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to live a healthier, longer life. Until next time, stay well and live long naturally.